gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is your boy James, a.k.a. Hollywood J. Blaq, live in the building once again. Back with another Synful Blaq Reacts. And I got my main mans. Big MFin, sinners in the building. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. We are back. Yes, back with those girls, XG, X Galax, with another video from a year ago called Puppet Show.
Yeah.
As we continue our XG journey.
So what's it's actually a little bit more than a year. It's more than a year, but less than 2, which is good because there's a reason
Well,
why.
I said a year because that's what YouTube says.
Yeah, because they were, you know how YouTube is. See, if YouTube would be like, this is how many days something came out with, that'd be nice. But YouTube's like, yeah, a year, and it'd be like 1 year, 364 days. Oh, anyways, sorry. Just looking around at YouTube because they be wilding. Anyways, I was gonna come on here because I think the last time we did our recording session for XG, it was prior to a couple things happening. One, they got nominated for 3 awards at there was a Japan Music Award show. They got nominated for 3 awards. They ended up taking only they were just nominated for those. They didn't take any home the first time, which you kind of figured though because they were new. You know how them things go. You know what I'm saying. You know how some place gonna be like, oh, you're new. We ain't gonna give you no awards. No.
You know, we give you the best new artist award, okay? Actually.
Yeah. How about that?
The Synful Blaq Award. Here you go.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole lot of nothing.
Well, they figured by the time because they won the best visual effects award for MTV. They won that at a delayed MTV Music Video Awards that it was in 2025.
Was it for Howling or was it for another tongue?
That is a good question. It's in Japanese. I would have to translate it.
Right,
I would probably say
I'm gonna ask the XG fans to let us know.
yes, please, and thank you, because I might fuck up the translation. But yeah, they were nominated for top global hit from Japan with "Woke Up." Oh yeah, no, all of it was for "Woke Up." That's what it was.
Okay,
there we go.
That's when that put us on them.
Yes. Yeah, because they won for best visual effects for MTV. And then they were nominated for Top Global Hit, Best Japanese Hip Hop Rap Song, and Best of Listener's Choice Japanese Song. Which is actually kind of crazy to think when in the grand scheme of things, considering how global it went, I'm surprised that they didn't win instead of nominated. I think that once you get outside of Japan and it becomes viral, at that point you should probably just win.
I demand a recount.
Oh, exactly. See, MTV got it right. Music Awards Japan. It seems like this was their first award show. It feels like because when I click on it, there's no history except for 2025. So who knows?
Then probably. Especially something new.
Just a bunch of haters. A couple haters. They just finished up the tour. Of course, that's when they dropped 1 million places. They did Coachella. This last 365 days of XG has been something else. And then we asked the fans about that. We were like, how do you personally feel at the intro of 1 million places? How do you personally feel about the success of XG? And a lot of people almost felt like it's surreal. It's crazy because a lot of them been there from the beginning. And to see them succeed in the way that they're succeeding is just blowing their minds. But they're proud of them, which is an amazing thing. It's crazy that we don't know them personally. And as fans, unless you really know them personally, you don't know them personally. But as fans, you want to, because you see the hard work that they put in, and because you see their critiques are absolutely on point. Hell, we just had one person, one on Rolling Stone. They said they defined them as the new era, and they called it X-pop. That was their whole statement. They defined them as the newest era of the new album. It was highly rated. They said that this is the new era of pop of pop as a whole. It's X pop.
No, they said when remember we did that very first video. They said they was taking over.
Yeah, and oh, they've taken over. They have taken.
They were, you know, like what is the way? It's way no. Michael Cole talks about Roxanne Perez.
Yeah,
they are brash, they are cocky, they are arrogant, but you know what? They back it all up.
Yeah, indeed. And so for those that haven't picked up the album, it came out at the end of January. Something that we didn't get a chance to talk about, but they're like Rolling Stone obviously gave them a beautiful review. One that I would, as a like the people that were involved in the creating and the making of XG. This is it doesn't get much better than this. It said basically said they pushed the envelope.
Yeah, the album All, right?
Yeah. Well, no. So no, Unidentified Waves. So they have 2 EPs out, right? They came out with 2 EPs, which had about 4 or 5 songs on each EP. The actual physical album, Unidentified Waves, that has Woke Up. Let me see what else is on there.
Well, AWE is the second. Okay, that's the second EP. That's got Howling, If You Know You Know, Something Ain't Right, In the Rain, the Woke Up remix, and Is This Love?
Yes. And so it looks like. Oh, never mind. So let me rephrase that. I gotta rewind that back. So the album Unidentified Waves was a they basically made all the XG EP songs into EDM songs.
Oh, okay.
So
XDM?
Yeah. So they call it XG Unidentified. Well, yeah, XDM. So that's what they did. They basically made it into, like, they mixed some Jersey club stuff, some big room, was it house and stuff like that, trance piano house. They mixed it into, like, from all the EP stuff, because the EPs, the New DNA EPs, that was like a number. Damn, I just realized these things had bangers. Oh, this is a remix.
So they did drop an album. Is that this year? It's just the same. Yeah, it is. It's called iCutie.
iCutie?
Yes. EYECUTIE.
Let me see.
I think that's it.
It may be.
No, it ain't. Never mind.
Okay.
It's somebody else called XG. It's a dude.
It's some dude. I'm gonna call myself XG to get some plays. Yeah. Like, sir, you're gonna have to calm down, sir. We're not watching you. See, if we don't see 7 girls giving their all, and we're not watching the video. Sorry, we're not. It's not.
You are a failure.
So yes, my understanding is Jacobs, the genius that he is, said, we're gonna take these 2 EPs. And we're going to turn them into a whole album, a remix album. And that's what he did. So that's what that was. So I think for an official album, we still are waiting for an announcement when we don't have one yet. I guess EPs are a big thing in Japan. That's the only thing that that's the only conclusion that I can come up with. Because like New DNA had 6 songs, right? And then All had 8 songs. Like an EP is like 4 or 5 songs. I know it's like typically in America. I don't know how it works anywhere else. But an EP is like 4 or 5 songs. An album is like 10 to 12 songs. So an XG EP feels like it falls in the middle. So I think that's just kind of how that goes. So when is the actual album coming out? That's going to be, unless they view EPs as albums. I don't know. But I need, but who knows? This current music industry, albums aren't really a big thing anymore. EPs effectively aren't part of a record label deal in America. I don't know how it works in Japan. But if you come out with an EP, all the money is technically yours. and it doesn't belong to a label commitment. You have to fund your own EPs though. It's a good thing that Jacobs is funds his own stuff, and the crew fund their own stuff. So we'll have to take a look at that. That's something I'm gonna have to dive in deeper to get an understanding of what the difference between an EP versus an LP in Japan is. Me and you already know what it is in America. Like, what's the last thing I was gonna say? Oh yeah, that's kind of it. But we gotta find out. But anyways, this is the early days of XG that we're gonna be diving into. This is the second single that they came out with, by the way, the one that we're about to do, Puppet Show. So we're early. This is the makings of what would become, to me right now, the greatest girl group in Asia right now, and that's taking the world by storm. Let's find out what this early thing like. We're gonna ask ourselves, like, were we able to tell from the beginning that they were gonna be something special? We're gonna find out. Big Sin, are you ready?
Yep.
Oh, well, without further ado, I don't mean to hold y'all up. This is XG Puppet Show right here on Synful Blaq Reacts. Let's go.
It's time I get what I deserve. Act like you don't know what I'm worth. We spend a lot of time talking, but it feels like I'm never heard. Listen to what comes out my mouth before you try to take me out. You ought to know what I'm about. Treat me like a lady. This ain't up for debating. Boy, stop playing before we go a different route. Imagine a world where we could play different roles, where girls be taking control. Wrapping our fingers, they couldn't tell us no. Welcome to the puppet show, where we play and play the plastic dolls. They'll do anything when you got them hanging by a string. Gonna play it like the toys. We'll make them do what we enjoy. They'll do anything when you got them by a string.
Okay. I was waiting for a point to where I could actually freaking pause. There we go. All right. We'll pause it right there. That's a nice little visual. All right. So, you can already tell from the beginning that the visuals are going to be absolutely off the freaking chain. Like, this is their thing. Like, it's creating a visual moment to where you can immerse yourself in. But more importantly, the messages, right? Now we see a consistent message throughout their entire catalog. And I know somebody's gonna shit on me for saying this. I know a lot of people are gonna agree with me, but there's always gonna be one or two stragglers that are gonna disagree. But I'm gonna put it out there anyway. So their message is about empowering women through femininity, right? And I'm like, what the fuck you mean by that? They're not here to try and be men in the industry, right? They are so confident in their femininity and confident in the people that they are outside of the femininity that it shows like they're like, hey, what if instead of this happening, that we as good women are in control? And I know, and I have to emphasize that fact because, you know, in today's society, there's a lot of messages about, they talk about women empowerment, but the message comes across through some people as divisive, right? You know what I'm saying? It comes across as, oh, we need to get rid of men and we need to do this and do this, this and that. And their message is like, no. like we kind of all need each other. But what would happen if we were put in positions of control? You know what I'm saying? Instead of the whole thing, complete control, no men, blah, 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 other pill bullshit, right? The opposite of red pill bullshit. While empowering each other. And I like that message. I like a message of empowerment without excluding somebody. Does that make sense of what I'm trying to say? Like, what? Because we've seen all these videos on YouTube and all these guys, you know, all these people on these influencers, they talk about the world not needing, you know, men and, you know, women should rule the world and this, and this and that. And I'm all for empowering women to do the things that they want to do. And I'm all for it. Without exclusion. You know, don't exclude though. Like, I think we can work together, and that's what XG is about. Let me take control. Let me find out the magic that I can do if we were in control. And that's the message that is consistent in all of their songs. It says that we are the bosses. We are the ones that rule the world. We are the one like we are the ones that should be desired. We are the ones that will bring it every single time that we perform. But we want you on the ride with us. That's a great message, actually. I'm just saying. It's a great message. It's, you know, from coming from a place where, you know, that everybody wants to exclude people. No, fuck that. Let's all get on the fucking bus. You know what I'm saying? Your thoughts, sir. I didn't mean to overstep you. But,
no, I agree. It's one of those things. I'm just not going to go into detail. You've already done that.
I know that. But you see what I'm saying, though.
So far, yeah. Oh, no, I get it. But beautiful song so far.
Yeah.
And, again, of course, with this group, the visual is always top notch.
Yeah.
And let's hear some more.
All right. I like how they also went from, we talked about EDM. We talked about from EDM house music straight into the hip hop. I was like, okay. All right. I'm here for that. I like that. Play it in both clubs.
Don't like the look of this picture. Boy, you think that I'm in love with you? Cry me a river. Thought you was lit to leave the true extra. I'ma do it my way. Ain't apologetic. I'ma cut you off like Felicia with it. I'm a controller. Play like Atari. It ain't game over till I say so. Got it. Not a grin. I want for it to please me. Might just make you do the things I want you to. Playing Puppet Master. Everything's so easy. I'll make all of my own dreams come true. Ooh. Imagine a world where we could play different roles, where we be taking control. Wrapping our fingers, they couldn't tell us no. Welcome to the puppet show.
Oh boy, had that Jordan jump.
They'll do anything when you got 'em hanging by a string. Gonna play it like they're toys, make 'em do what we enjoy. They'll do anything when you got 'em by a string, yeah. Follow my lead, just leave a whole thing up to me. My expertise, yeah. Welcome to the puppet show, where we playing like they're plastic dolls. They'll do anything when you got 'em hanging by a string.
How come they didn't win more awards for this video? This is a very incredible.
Welcome to the puppet show, where we playing like they're plastic dolls. They'll do anything when you got 'em hanging by a string. Gonna play it like they're toys, we can do what we enjoy. Make 'em do what we enjoy. They'll do anything when you got 'em by a string.
I'm like, yeah, why did they not win any awards? somebody's not keeping track. Like, this was a whole movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right?
I don't get it. Because I'm like, if this didn't even get nominated for something, then what the hell won? I'm just saying, like, I'm keeping it a buck.
The winner is Who Let the Dogs Out by the Bahamut. What?
Somebody rigged the shit. Nah, I'd be like, nah, we can't let this. They're like, huh?
But no, this was beautiful video, beautiful song. This group is special. 100% special.
Remember what I said. So this is from their beginnings. This is again the second single. From the first EP. And you can see from here, like there were gonna be something special. Like this is like okay, because we're talking now like 23.
Yeah.
Again, which is still crazy to even think about. Like, oh no, I'm sorry, I messed that up. I screwed up. It is the 4th single from the fourth single from the first LP. Fourth single from the first LP. That's right. Fourth single. Why did I think it was the first one?
No, we did the first song.
Yeah, Mascara. No, Tippy Toes. Tippy Toes was the first
Tippy
one.
Toes.
So Tippy Toes, it goes Tippy Toes, Mascara, Shooting Star. And those three were just singles. They weren't on the album. Shooting Star went gold, oddly enough.
So that means we got to do Mascara and Shooting Star.
Yep. And so there was Girl Gang, TGIF, New Dance, and Puppet Show. That was that came off the New DNA EP. And then, of course, we have Winter Without You, the song Undefeated, and then Woke Up, which wasn't initially on the album. And then, of course, the single Something Ain't Right, If You Know You Know, Howling Is This Lovin' in the Rain. We've done... Did we do Howling?
Howling, yes.
Okay, so we did the whole entire All EP. Okay, because we've done all 5. Oh, yeah, all 5 of those. And then, of course, Million Places is their... Currently, Million Places is their highest selling single right after Woke Up.
Gotcha.
So, again, we kind of do the makings of this. We see what was going to happen. I think Girl Gang. People requested that, so we'll go back and check that out.
Oh yeah.
But we'll say we have Puppet Show.
So the journey for our XG will not be as long as the Baby Metal journey because they haven't been around that long.
No, but I think, but again, it goes back to the whole EP versus LP thing, because at least we know with Baby Metal they have LPs on point, right? Like we know they have full length albums that we can go back and listen to, and then they have the concept album and just stuff like that. Like with XG, because they came out in the modern music era. This is my understanding, because the modern music era doesn't value albums as much anymore. There's gonna be some patchwork here and there. Like we're gonna be hopping from one thing. Like we just did new DNA. I know people are gonna cuss me out now that I said that this is like early XG, and they're gonna be like, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, we're gonna have to put some disclaimers at the beginning of this video. By the way,
Nope.
I mean,
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
In the comment section when it goes live, I will. Okay.
It's like I'm not doing it.
He's like, not me. What are you talking about? So,
But anyway, this was beautiful. We really enjoyed this ride that we're on with this band, and we can't wait to see them grow more internationally. And what they do, they're just fantastic. They work together like a well-oiled machine, and they are just beast.
yes.
So with all that being said, please like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell so you know when more Synful Blaq drops. And I know that random commenters are going to be like, the real reaction starts at 20 minutes and 30 seconds, because Hollywood went off on this one. Okay?
But you knew why you're here. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. Listen, you know why you're here. If you just want a regular reaction, there's plenty of those. If you want to see me blab my mouth off, you've not only hit the right place, you're a fan. So until next time, that's my man Big Sin. I'm your boy Hollywood J Blaq. This is Synful Blaq Reacts, and we are out this thing.